Okay, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the May 24th, 2022 meeting of the Albany County Legislature. I'm Andrew Joyce, and I serve as chair of the Albany County Legislature. We're conducting this public hearing remotely in accordance with the Public Officers Law, the governor's executive orders related to the COVID-19 pandemic, and at the advice of medical professionals. Before we get started tonight, I would ask you to all join me in a moment of silence for the senseless act of violence carried out in Texas this afternoon. Thank you. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Baston,
Here.
Brewski,
Here.
Bergdorf,
Present.
Chapman,
Here.
Clay. Cleary,
Here.
Camiso,
Here.
Collins, Cunningham, Demolowitz, Drake, Efacoro,
Here, present.
Ethier,
Here.
Feeney,
Here.
Fine, Grimm,
Here.
Andrew Joyce,
Here.
Ray Joyce,
Here.
Kuhn,
Here.
Lakakis. Here. Lockhart,
Here.
Muriello,
Here.
Mayo,
Here.
McLaughlin, McLean Lane, Miller,
Present.
O'Brien,
Here.
Hurley,
Here.
Peter,
Here.
Plosky,
Here.
Reedy,
Here.
Reinhardt, Ricard, Simpson, Smith,
Here.
Tunney,
Here.
Ward, Whalen, Willingham, I'm just gonna go over the names one more time. Clay, Collins, Cunningham, Demolowitz, Drake, Fine,
Here.
McLaughlin, McLean Lane, Reinhardt, Ricard, Simpson, Ward, Whaling, Willingham. I have 26 present.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Madam Clerk, please read resolution number 139.
Resolved by the County Legislature of the County of Albany that a public hearing on proposed local law number D for 2022, a local law of the County of Albany, New York, in relation to the promotion of feline adoption, to be held by the Albany County Legislature at 7:15 p.m. on Tuesday, May 24th, 2022, with participation information to be made available on the Albany County website, and the clerk of the county legislature is directed to cause notice of such hearing to be published containing the necessary information in accordance with the applicable provisions of law. Affidavits of publication are on file in the clerk's office.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. The speakers will be allowed 3 minutes each. First speaker, please.
Ashley Bauk.
Yes, thank you.
Okay,
And thank you, Chairman Joyce, very much. My name is Ashley Jeffrey Bauk. I am CEO of the Mohawk Hudson Humane Society in Menands, New York. I also personally reside in Guilderland, New York. Thank you for giving me some time tonight to share our thoughts on Lulu's Law. We are in full support of this law because it does enhance the promotion of feline adoption. Ms. Post will also share later on that this law was passed in New York State in 2018, and each municipality has the ability to also adopt this law, which would reduce the stray hold for stray cats from 5 days to 3 days. Less than 4% of stray cats get reclaimed by their owners. And when they do, it's typically within the first 48 hours. New York City and Erie County have also reduced this stray hold from 5 to 3 days, and they have seen that it has had great success within their counties and areas. What it does is it reduces the cost for municipalities. As you know, we have about 21 municipal contracts. So if they have to keep the cat with us for 2 extra days, that's 2 extra days that they have to pay for the cat to stay with us at the Humane Society. It will decrease the risk of infection. Many cats, just by being within a shelter environment, will develop things such as upper respiratory infections, which will then make them have to stay even longer within the shelter, which will cost additional funds for antibiotics. And in the long run, will make their stay longer at the Humane Society and not be able to go into a loving home, which is ideally what we would like to do, to be able to place quicker in homes. We have a great success rate of about 96% of our cats end up then getting adopted onto a loving home. It is very rare that we have people say that they had tried to come find their cat. All stray cats do go immediately onto our website on our stray page. So there is an opportunity for them to be received by their owner. But honestly, the majority of owners will find and reclaim their cats within 48 days. So we are in full support of Lulu's Law and reducing the stray cat hold from 5 to 3 days.
Thank you, Ashley.
Thank you.
Madam Clerk, next speaker.
Libby Post.
Thanks for having us here tonight. I'm here in my capacity as the Executive Director of the New York State Animal Protection Federation. I represent all the animal shelters in the state. Ashley Mohawk Hudson is a member, as is Animal Protective Foundation out in Glenville, Saratoga County Animal Shelter, all over the state, from Buffalo down to the east end of Long Island. Our members are, we have a lot of members, over 100 members. So just to give you a little background, a number of shelters came to me 2015, 2016, we need to do something to decrease the hold time for cats because of the cost. So when I did this work with the legislature and we passed the bill in 2018, I was able to put together numbers in an infographic from 2016. So that was, 8 years ago. So you can just imagine, I'm going to say what the numbers were in 2016. You can just imagine how much more it is now. So we projected back then that a cost for a cat per day is $10. It's now 15, if not more. There's vet care and all the rest of that, and food and light and love that goes into that. And so at that cost, the shelters in New York provided 1.1 million care days for kittens and cats in 2016 at a cost of over $11.5 million. And the adoption fees only brought in $1.1 million. So it's a net loss, as you can see, for the shelters. So if we can decrease the hold times, get the cats out of the shelters more quickly, it will decrease the costs for everyone involved. For those municipalities that have contracts with Mohawk Hudson to deal with cats, because not all municipalities will pay for that, but some do. It'll decrease the municipal costs. and it will decrease the costs to the shelters. People think, oh, the shelter, take the animal out for a walk, do this, do that. It's an incredibly expensive proposition to run an animal shelter. There's vet care, there's food, there's lights, there's a building. And we
30
are
seconds.
lucky to have a wonderful building at Mohawk Hudson. So I'm hoping that you guys will move this piece of legislation forward. You would be the third municipality in the state to do this. And everyone will see much better quality of life for the cats, as well as cost savings for the shelter and the local municipalities.
Okay, thank you, Libby.
Okay.
There are no other further speakers signed up. Is there anyone who wishes to speak on local law D for 2022? Hearing none, the public hearing is now closed. Madam Clerk, please read resolution number 160.
Resolved by the Albany County Legislature that the clerk of the county legislature shall cause notice to be posted in the designated local newspapers of a public hearing to be held at 7:15 p.m. on Tuesday, May 24th, 2022, with participation instructions included therein and available on the Albany County website for the purpose of receiving the comments of any interested persons regarding the proposed modifications to agricultural district numbers 2 and 3 within Albany County, and be it further resolved that notice of said public hearing be given in accordance with the requirements of the Agriculture and Markets Law, and be it further resolved that the clerk of the county legislature is directed to forward certified copies of this resolution to the appropriate county officials. Affidavits of publication are on file in the clerk's office.
Please identify the first speaker.
There are no speakers.
There are no speakers signed up. Is there anyone who wishes to speak on the proposed modifications to agricultural districts numbers 2 and 3? Hearing none, the public hearing is now closed. That concludes tonight's public hearing. Please have a wonderful night and a wonderful Memorial Day weekend, everyone. Do I have a motion
Thank you
to-
very much.
Have a great weekend.
Thank you. Great weekend, everyone.
Nicole, you saw I was there, right, Nicole?
Yes.
Thank you, Madam Clerk.
Do I have a
And
motion to
and
adjourn?
Allison McLean Lane as
To
well.
adjourn,
Motion
Chairman.
by Mr. Miller, seconded by
Second.
Ms. Lakakis. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, good night, everyone.